Hi everyone, I'm Priya, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can find out if you were born on the cusp, just like me, and what this can tell you about yourself. Having part of your birth chart on the cusp can reveal not only interesting parts of your personality, but it can also be useful information when it comes to key events such as eclipses, as you might be affected by events in a sign that you didn't even know that you should have been looking out for. Now, being on the cusp is when the energies of the two signs overlap and blend together. Now, obviously, the universe doesn't have an on off switch. So, as the planets move from one sign into the one next to it, the energy can blend or overlap, which is effectively what being on the cusp is all about. Like you were born on the border of the two. If you imagine the universe as like a pie with equal slices, there are 12 signs of the zodiac, which you can see pictured on the screen. So each sign will represent 30 degrees of this pie. And this is also quite important to give you a clue around what the numbers in your birth chart also mean. So if you have a look at your birth chart, you'll be able to use the one that's on screen, which is mine, as an example, and you can have a look for any signs that are at the start, which is 0 to 2 degrees, or at the end of a sign, which is 27 to 29 degrees, then these are considered to be on the cusp. Now, looking at the numbers on the chart, you can see that the ones that I have that fall within the 0 to 2 or the 27 to 29 degree range are my sun sign, my Uranus sign, and as well as some of my other houses as well. Now, don't worry too much about all of the signs. It's more important to see if any of your major placements, such as your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, which is your first house, are on the cusp. Or you might even want to look at your Mercury, Mars, and Venus signs and see if any of those are on the cusp as well. Now, once you've had a look at your own birth chart, now you'll be able to understand how to work out which signs you're on the cusp of. So if you had any that are between 0 to 2 degrees, you need to check the sign that's before the one that was shown on your chart from the list that you can see on the screen. And if you're at the end of the cusp, which is the 27 to 29 degrees, like my sun sign was, which was at 28 degrees, then you need to check the sign that's after yours. Now, the order is also in the description, so you can refer back if you didn't have your birth chart to hand. So if you did have any signs that are on the cusp, what does that mean? So if any of your top three signs are on the cusp, like your sun, your moon, or your rising, then take a look at the description of both of those signs, because the chances are that you're going to have traits of both. Not only will you be able to use this information to learn more about your own personality, but you should also look at the relevant signs, as when there's an eclipse, for example, the chances are that the events that are unfolding could be related to your cusp sign as well as your main sign. Now, my rising sign is also the same as my cusp sign. So I'm obviously born on the cusp of Leo and Virgo, but I'm also a Virgo rising. But if my Leo sun had fallen in 1 degree instead of 28, I would have been looking at both the signs of Leo and Cancer, because I would likely have traits of Cancer as well. Now, if you're into horoscopes, it's also worth reading the one for your cusp sign as well, as this will give you a lot more accurate information about what could be happening. You might also want to Google the signs, for example, Leo, Virgo, cusp traits, as this will give you more information about how the two energies of the signs will work together. Now, remember, you can only be on the cusp of two signs that are next to each other in the zodiac circle. So you can't be on the cusp of, say, Taurus and Cancer, because the sign of Gemini is in the middle. So I hope you found this video useful, and once you've looked at your own birth chart, let me know if you found out if you're born on the cusp of any signs as well. Thanks for watching.